How's it going, everyone? So we have the newest Blazing Bash on Naruto Blazing, and I'm not really that surprised to see this because, you know, this unit brings the hype, but it is Sage 6 paths Madara Uchiha, and from what it looks like, it is dual RINNEGAN Madara Uchiha. So we never really got a Blazing Bash unit of this version. We had a Super Impact one, which I even talked about on Twitter, saying that this man looks just like the Super Impact one we got last year for the 3rd anniversary. And this one is, of course, a body type, which is pretty cool. I like that, but yeah, he looks really cool as well. So there is definitely that kind of art style where it is reminiscent of last year, but at the same time, we never got a dual RINNEGAN version of this, except for the Blazing Festival one, and then, like I said, the Super Impact one. So it's really nice to see this, man, and yeah, the artwork, they didn't do too bad of a job with it. I mean, it's anniversary artwork, so, you know, it is kind of cool, but at the same time, I am going to be honest, I am a little disappointed that it's Madara, because we had a Madara, like I said, last year, even though it was just a Super Impact, and he was way worse than this one right here. It's just, you know, it's kind of like they could have came up with something else, but this unit does bring hype, so I get it. On top of that, I'm surprised we didn't get a dual Blazing Bash. Like, this is all you get, and it is what it is, I guess. But with that said, I wouldn't be surprised if we get a 7-star next week then, because they did that when it came to the Sage 6 paths Naruto. We got an Itachi after him, and then we got the 7-star Madara, which was a Blazing Bash. So maybe we'll get a Blazing Bash unit next week, which will be one that's already been in the game, and you'll just be able to get him to a 7-star, which is cool, because then that means I would be able to get him if it's a unit that I have that's pretty old, so that's cool at least. But yeah, taking a look at this, man, artwork is beautiful as always, though. They do a good job. Like, this doesn't even look like Blazing Bash artwork to me. This looks like Blazing Fest almost, and it's no secret Blazing Fest has better artwork. I mean, they put the emphasis onto that, but this is very nice. I like this a lot. It looks really good. But if you guys are confused as to what I am talking about, if you're a new player or not, the one that we got from last year, he was just a Super Impact, so again, he's not going to be nearly as good as this one, or he's not even going to have that great of artwork. But I mean, you could definitely see the parallels, and it's only been a year, so that's exactly why I'm just bringing this up. You could definitely see the parallels. I mean, it's dual RINNEGAN Madara. What are you gonna do? But like I said, this one is way better, so we're gonna go ahead and talking about it. I'm not gonna be jumping into the banner. I usually don't when it comes to Blazing Bash. Last anniversary I did, because those units are broken, and in my opinion, this dude is not as great as the Sasuke and Naruto we got for last anniversary. That's just me, man. But it is what it is. So looking at the banner first, that's the most important thing. The units featured, I mean, they're not too bad from what I'm looking like, but it's not the greatest banner in the world, if I'm being real with you. The rates up for Madara, that is pretty cool because he's a 7-star, but I still don't think he's that amazing that you should put him onto a anniversary banner like this. I wouldn't do it, but I mean, I guess it is cool. You can get the Madara if you need deuce for him. I definitely would need the deuce for him, if I'm being real with you. Step 3, you do get a guaranteed one. I'm surprised there aren't rates up for the Madara then. There's not really, well, I mean, I guess, is he at a 1% too? He should be, like every other one nowadays. Okay, just making sure. But that is kind of weird. They should have made one of these steps a rates up for him, and then the rates up times 2 and 3. There should have been a rates up. I mean, I guess it doesn't really matter. It doesn't really matter if he's at a 1%, I suppose. So, 1 Ultimate Blazing Bash. Okay, so you could get anything, honestly. I actually like when they do that because it's more of a chance. Then Shisui. So you have the chance to get Shisui and Nagato. Nagato's not a bad unit, honestly. Shisui, though, that's actually pretty good. Like, if I was jumping into this, I would hope and pray I could pull Shisui. 5th step, oh, okay, so that's why they didn't give him a rates up. So in the 5th one, he has the rates times 2, so he'll be at a 2%. 6th step, he's featured in it. That's why. Okay, that's good. I'm glad they did that. They do that from time to time with certain units, and I'm glad they did that with this man. So you could only have to go the 6th step, which isn't too many pearls. It looks like it's what? Oh, these are, okay. Yeah, so that's not too many pearls, and you could maybe get him. It's a 1 in 30 chance. I'm surprised they threw that Sasuke in there. I pulled that man yesterday, actually. Why would they give that man? That's an incredibly old Sasuke. I get it that it's Uchiha, but they could have picked any Uchiha to throw in there. They could have gave us Itachi or something like that. Just anything other than that Sasuke. That Sasuke is not that great, but it's also because he's a body type. I'm assuming it's because he's a body type, so they wanted to have Madara a body type, the Kiden Sasuke, which is a body type, and then Shisui, which is a body type. So that's actually a really good step, unless you pull Sasuke, because that Sasuke is not good. He's extremely old, and he's not that good at all. Whereas the Madara and the Shisui, either one's really good. Of course, you would probably want Madara, just because he's the newest unit. Rates up times 3 and then guaranteed. Okay, so it's not the worst banner, honestly. Like, it's really not. It's really not. That's not bad. Okay, I mean, it is what it is. It's cool. I think that this unit, though, I think he is pretty cool. So I've looked into him a little bit, and he's nothing crazy, which I'm actually glad about because I'm not going to be summoning for this man, so I don't need to be missing out. But what I think is interesting is he has 363 speed right here, which is how much speed the anniversary units from last year had once you max pilled them. So this man will be faster than that because this is without pills, which isn't bad. That means he's going to be over the 400 mark, which, well, no, he's not. He's going to be at 393, so that's not too bad, I suppose. But at the same time, that's funny that he's at the same base speed as they are with their max speed. So nullifies mobilization, good. Ignore sub. I wish they would stop doing that for an ability, man. Like, just make it on the jutsu, like, honestly. Chakra reset 25, okay, not bad, not bad. Attack boost when hell drops, obviously that's the most important ability. And then another one, if I'm being real with you, just based on this man's abilities, I don't like them. I really don't like them. Just because, I mean, like, this one right here could have just been put on the jutsu, and these two could have just been put into one for 50%. Like, I'm being real with you. But it is what it is. Obviously, this man's first jutsu is going to be more important, so that's why they have that much. But you really don't need this last one. I mean, yeah, 50% is quite a bit, and that's really good. But when it comes to PvP, for a 3-6 unit like this, it's not hard to get chakra. It's really not, unless you get chakra stolen, and this man doesn't look like he has recovery resistance, so I'm gonna look at the sync skills. But this ability right here is really important when your health drops. Now, he does have 40k health, so 20k health isn't too bad to have to get to. I've seen worse, and he definitely has more health than the anniversary units from last year. They only have like 30 something k, so this man, yeah, not too bad, I guess. But I just don't like how they did the abilities. The first one's the only one in my opinion, plus the fourth one that they did complete really right. But all right, let's go ahead and look at the sync skills. So sync with, why has he only got 2 as well? If I remember correctly, I swear the anniversary units from last year had 3 men. Nullifies sword ceiling, okay, not bad. Nullifies jutsu ceiling, okay. So, and he has long range, that's not bad either. That's something that's pretty easy to sync with, in my opinion. Sync it with body too. So you can have Shisui on there, which is a body type. You can have someone else, and then you can also just sync with the long range if you have to. So that's not bad. I like that. Those aren't bad sync skills, but I'm surprised they didn't give him a 3rd, if I'm being real with you. But alright, let's go ahead and look at the field skill. Reduces the chance of receiving health recovery to damage and immobilization. Okay, I mean, that's not bad. That's really not too bad. I mean, especially the immobilization, but most units actually outright immobilization resistant, so it's not too crazy. Reduces the damage by 35. Okay, that's not bad. That's actually pretty good too. That definitely would help in the background. All right, but let's look at the jutsu. So ignores damage reduction, which is not a bad thing at all. It's AoE, which I think is cool for how fast he is. 5.5 times. Okay, 85% chance of mobilization, which isn't going to be that helpful because most teams, there is no way you're going to mobilize. They have resistance on their ability, but more importantly, what makes this man good is that he rolls back the target's speed gauge, and I'm assuming it's by quite a bit. So if I'm completely right in saying this, I think this is one of the fastest units that we have that has AoE pushback, because we have units like 5 like Minato, which can push back, and we have Shisui, but Shisui's ult pushes back, but this Madara's first jutsu pushes back, and it's AoE, and he's so fast. He's gonna be at 300 and something speed, 393 speed. So that's not bad at all. That's actually pretty good. So he's pretty much, in some respects, replacing the Blazing Bash Kaguya. The only difference is Blazing Bash Kaguya gets a boost of speed, but she doesn't outright nullify mobilization, which I think is the biggest flaw with her. So this man can technically replace her in some aspects because he's got the damage boost while also having the AoE just like her. But because of how fast he is, that Kaguya is pretty slow. That's why you need that ability. This man is going to be a threat for that aspect. So honestly, he's a pushback unit and he's extremely fast. That's really all you got to look at. So there's that. The ult ignores damage reduction effects. Okay, it is single target. That's a little bit of a rip, but I am glad to see that because I don't want to run into that. 90% chance of chakra recovery ceiling. Okay, not bad for 6 turns, and reduces the chakra by 2. Okay, that's actually pretty annoying. I can see why that's single target. All right, that's good because 3-6 chakra, getting the 6 for the 3-6 chakra units on PvP is not hard at all. That's exactly why I was saying it makes sense that they gave him chakra resets on the first one, because the first jutsu is better, so you can decide between that, but you can also build up an ultra combo because it's AoE and get your ult, so that's not bad at all. And it takes away 2 chakra while chakra recovery ceiling. That's not a bad jutsu at all. I really don't think it is. I think it was fair of them to make him single target. That balances out a little bit, because the anniversary units last year, the one thing I'll say was annoying, yes, their first jutsu was annoying, man, but that ult, it just came in and hit everybody and you're dead. Like, that stuff was annoying. So I'm actually alright with that. This unit, he's not bad, but if I'm being real with you, man, like, he's nothing crazy. Like, I still think the anniversary units we got last year were a big impact. Like, when they dropped, people were freaking out, man. Like, this is a dual RINNEGAN Madara. That's the only thing you can maybe freak out about. But like I said, we got one for anniversary last year, so it's not like anything new. And he's just nothing crazy in my opinion. It's just that he's a very fast pushback unit, man, and that's really what he is. That's not bad. It's really not. He's gonna be a threat, but at the same time, I'm not gonna lose any sleep not having him. So yeah, there we go. I mean, that's moderate. I mean, am I really gonna say that you shouldn't summon for him? No, I'm not. I mean, like, if most of you guys are gonna be able to summon for him, it's because you either saved pearls or you just didn't summon too hard on the 7-star banners. So I mean, if you have the pearls, yeah, go ahead. I don't see anything else crazy coming up. This is the part 2 that everybody was saying, quotation marks. So I would just say go ahead for it. And yeah, I want to look at the jutsu though. I actually haven't seen the animation for the jutsu. I kind of just woke up, saw that this was the unit, and I was like, all right, bet. So let's go ahead and see this. Okay, that's not bad range. I like it when it's around them, man. It's like Final Valley range, the old Final Valley. Okay, yeah, that is the same animation. Let's go. I actually like that one. I like that because, I mean, yeah, it's the same animation as the Super Impact one, which is kind of a rip, but I like that because when Madara actually used the kind of the Thunder Blast in the anime, that was so dope. I actually really like that a lot. So let's go ahead and see the ult. It is Limbo, so this is gonna be interesting. That range though, single target, not bad. Oh, he pulls out the third eye. Okay, if I'm not mistaken, I don't think we've seen that yet. So a lot of people are saying they want a third eye version of Madara, but I don't really think there's a point to that. He kind of only did it briefly. So like for a jutsu like that, that's actually pretty cool. That's actually pretty cool, man. I like that. I mean, unless we get an infinite Tsukuyomi jutsu, but hey, that's not bad. I actually like that. I like that ult. So that's gonna take care of it, man. In my opinion, yeah, go ahead and summon for this man if you want, but I'm not losing any sleep over him. I don't think he's as crazy as anything we've had before, and I'm a little disappointed that we didn't get a dual Blazing Bash just for you guys. Like, you know, I don't summon for Blazing Bash that often, but every other anniversary aside from maybe the first one, we've gotten a dual Blazing Bash, so it's just kind of a rip. But with that said, we might still get a free 7-star, not a free 7-star, but a 7-star old version of a unit. So for my case, it would be free, but we'll see what's up. But that's gonna take care of it. Let me know what you guys are pulling on this banner. Tag me on Twitter if you pull anything crazy like dupes or on the first multi. I would love to see it. And yeah, that's gonna do it. I hope y'all enjoyed this. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all in the next video.